A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? What did I forget to do? Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. The highest goal of music is to connect one's soul to their divine nature, not entertainment. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Love that shines from within cannot be darkened by obstacles of the world of consequences. The experience of life in a finite, limited body is specifically for the purpose of discovering and manifesting supernatural existence. The wise man should be prepared for everything that does not lie within his control. None can be free who is a slave to and ruled by his passions. The stars in the heavens sing a music, if only we had ears to hear. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other to persevere in the road to a happier life. It is better to be silent than to dispute with the ignorant. Lust weakens both body and mind. The soul of man is divided into 3 parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. Learn to be silent. Let your quiet mind listen and absorb. Numbers have a way of taking a man by the hand and leading him down the path of reason. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only 2 remedies for the suffering of the soul: hope and patience. If you're asked, what is the silence? Respond, it is the first stone of the wisdom's temple. In anger, we should refrain both from speech and action. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which, if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose, and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. As long as man continues to be the ruthless destroyer of lower living beings, he will never know health or peace. For as long as men massacre animals, they will kill each other. You should make great things, not promising great things. Respect yourself. The rest will follow. Concern should drive us into action and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. There is no word or action, but has its echo in eternity. There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. Do not even think of doing what ought not to be done. A thought is an idea in transit. Better be mute than dispute with the ignorant. So in life, some enter the services of fame and others money, but the best choice is that of those few who spend their time in the contemplation of nature and as lovers of wisdom. Salt is born of the purest parents, the sun and the sea. I would have to say the probability of us dying seems extremely high. Do not talk a little on many subjects, but much on a few. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. You should help a man to take up a burden, but you should not help him put it back down. Envy has been, is, and shall be the destruction of many. What is there that envy hath not defamed, or malice left undefiled? Truly, no good thing. Wisdom, thoroughly learned, will never be forgotten. Animals share with us the privilege of having a soul. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth or power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get in the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. Truth is so great a perfection that if God would render himself visible to men, he would choose light for his body and truth for his soul. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Some are slaves of ambition or money, but others are interested in understanding life itself. These give themselves the name of philosophers, and they value the contemplation and discovery of nature beyond all other pursuits. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. Silence is better than unmeaning words. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. No man is free who cannot control himself. Number is the within of all things. Friendship is one soul in two bodies. Above all things, respect yourself. Every man has been made by God in order to acquire knowledge and contemplate. Astonishing. Everything is intelligent. It is only necessary to make war with five things: with the maladies of the body, the ignorances of the mind, with the passions of the body, with the seditions of the city and the discords of families. Wealth is a weak anchor, and glory cannot support a man. This is the law of God, that virtue only is firm, and cannot be shaken by a tempest. Alas, what wickedness to swallow flesh into our own flesh, to fatten our greedy bodies by cramming in other bodies, to have one living creature fed by the death of another. Consider before acting, to avoid foolishness. It is the worthless man who speaks and acts thoughtlessly. Allow not sleep to close your eyes before 3 times reflecting on your actions of the day. What deeds done well, what not, what left undone. In this theater of man's life, it is reserved only for God and angels to be lookers on. You will know that wretched men are the cause of their own suffering, who neither see nor hear the good that is near them, and few are the ones who know how to secure release from their troubles. Government exists only for the good of the governed. A stone is frozen music. Don't disarrange my circles. Speak not nor act before thou hast reflected. He buries gold who hides the truth. Instruct thyself, for time and patience favor all. Truth is to be sought with a mind purified from the passions of the body. Having overcome evil things, thou shalt experience the union of the mortal divinity with the mortal man. Ability and necessity dwell near each other. Above all things, reverence yourself. Geometry is knowledge of the eternally existent. Write in the sand the flaws of your friend. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. If there be light, then there is darkness. If cold, heat. If height, depth. If solid, fluid. If hard, soft. If rough, smooth. If calm, tempest. If prosperity, adversity. If life, death. There are in woman's eyes 2 sorts of tears, the one of grief, the other of deceit. When the wise man opens his mouth, the beauties of his soul present themselves to the view, like the statues in a temple. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. Choose rather to be strong of soul than strong of body. To cognize the divine essence, this is the highest purpose of soul, sent by the Creator to the earth. No one is free who has not obtained the empire of himself. It is better whether to be silent, or to say things of more value than silence. Sooner throw a pearl at hazard than an idle or useless word, and do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. Man, know thyself, then thou shalt know the universe and God. Don't eat your heart. Practice restraint over the following: appetite, first, as well as sleep, lust, and anger.